Hi, I'm Rob Hooper, founder and owner of Loveworks Studios in Norcross, Georgia. One thing I've learned in this business over the years is that partnership is extremely important, and we are so proud to be partnered with BlueMile Music Consultants. They have the professionalism, the knowledge, and the expertise to take your music career to the next level. Make sure you check them out, BlueMile Music Consultants, and see what they can do to help you in your career. Peace.
BlueMile is a company started by two international award-winning recording artists who saw a need for something different in the industry. Music is what we know, do, and love. Our mission is to fulfill the mandate to educate, empower, and enlighten individuals by sharing musical knowledge to promote individual success. We offer vocal training and techniques, artist consultation, event structuring, songwriting, and studio sessions. Visit our website at www.bluemilemusic.com. BlueMile, changing the game for the kingdom.
Hey, this is your girl Kalandra again.
And this is your girl Daphne Hilton, and we are BlueMile Music Consultants. Hey, I know you all been wondering, what do we do?
And we're here to tell you.
We offer services like vocal training, vocal technique, artist consultation,
event management, and studio session planning.
So head on over to our website at www.bluemilemusic.com
to book your free 30-minute consultation
today.
What's up, everybody?
Hey, y'all.
Listen. We are back for another episode of because you hot Conversations with BlueMile. In here, we are ready tonight. This is your girl Kalandra,
and this is your girl Daphne, and we are BlueMile Music Consultants. We are so
yes, we
happy that you guys have decided to hang out with us tonight, y'all, and sit on the couch, sit on the sofa, and have a chat with us as we bring our awesome guests in the house with us tonight.
Yes, we're excited to be here tonight. Another great episode. And don't forget, after this great show, you can catch our raw, uncut episode on In the Mix Entertainment from last week that we had with Ahmad Hall and friends.
Oh, and it was so good.
And it was really good. The topic was,
I don't remember.
pimping. Is your church guilty of pimping the gifts?
You know what? That is exactly what it was.
It was about pimping them
It
gifts.
was about pimping your gift.
Is the church guilty? You want to make sure you got to subscribe In the Mix Entertainment. Use BlueMile. I believe that's the code.
Yes, and we are on what?
Roku.
We are on the Roku channel.
And we also, you can catch it on Spotify,
yes,
iHeartRadio,
yes,
other platforms that we have. Just go out there and catch us and catch the show. Listen, we're excited. Don't forget, you saw in the commercial, we have the Gospel Choice Music Awards coming up.
Absolutely.
In June. Daphne is being honored with the Ministry Help Award.
And
I'm being honored with the Gospel Music Industry Award.
absolutely.
And our platform was nominated.
We were nominated.
Virtual. I think it was which one was it?
It was
virtual,
the podcast.
The podcast.
Mm-hmm.
So we're excited
Virtual
about that.
Well,
Yeah.
podcasts are virtual, so that's gonna make sense.
Well, I mean,
we were the virtual.
Yeah,
I think it was the podcast. I
Yeah.
think that's what it was.
that's what Christian podcast.
Yeah, it was the podcast virtual thing.
And we want you to don't forget, you still have this whole month to go vote for us for the Gospel Sound Music
Sound
Awards.
Music Awards. Absolutely,
Yes,
you
our
guys,
company.
and we are really making some headway in that. I'm really excited about that. We're always getting emails or text messages or inboxes. We're voting. So you guys keep voting. The last day to vote is June 1st.
It is. So
That's my birthday month.
Oh,
Please.
goodness. And listen,
Please.
we want to let you know that if you didn't know, BlueMile Music Consultants, we do have what we call the Power Music Workshop. That right now we're doing it for our second year at Calvary Baptist Church. It was great last year, and they were just so excited. And this year we're back again. We're going to be hands-on. Daphne is the guest facilitator. Along with myself, and what we try to do is teach vocal techniques, vocal care, and we want to really help your music ministry grow and get a great foundation. So if you are watching and your church is in need of something like that, please reach out to us, and we can bring the Power Music Workshop to your church.
Absolutely.
And I want to tell you, it will be beneficial. We come in, we strategize, we set it up, because event planning is one of our things as well.
Absolutely.
With our ministry and our business.
Mm-hmm.
So we want you to just keep that in mind, that we can come to your church and just set that up, that workshop for you. And we're just excited, guys. I'm trying to get all this out of the way so we can just get into the interviews. Go ahead, Dal.
Yeah, I was going to say, and also to you guys, for the workshop, if your church would like us to come, we will customize the workshop to your needs.
Yeah.
Because everybody don't need what everybody else needs.
Right.
So we will actually customize the workshop to your needs. So.
Yes. And don't forget, we got that wonderful BlueMile Music Retreat coming up
I'm
August
excited. I need
13th
it.
through the 16th. Let me tell you,
I
it's been a
need it.
year already, halfway into it, but we're just
share?
grateful. You can,
Okay.
but just listen. We want you to book. Right now, we still have our discounted code going on. You put in BM 2025.
Yes.
You get half off of your registration. Book that one night,
Because they
and
asked us
lock
to
it in.
extend it. So we extended it for those that ask us to extend.
Right.
So after this, y'all know. So you come on and do what you say you're going to do.
Book it. We got our Denim and Bling Southern Soul Affair. Pastor Derek Changeman Smith. If you've never seen him perform live and do Southern Soul, I know, right? With them grown folks.
With some grown folks.
Listen, we're going to have a good time. And we have
nice.
Antavius Weems of the Weems firm. He is the attorney to the stars. He was Andrew Stone's attorney, the Braxton. So come in, let's learn. We got Angela Smith for Peace Financial.
Yes.
We have Rhonda Thompson from a life coach. We just going to have a good time. And we,
entertainment with DL Marshall,
right,
for our comedian. And on the ones and twos,
DJ
Maestro. So y'all, it's going to be awesome. Listen, I want you guys to keep our sister right here, Miss Calandra Gann, lifted up. She just buried her grandfather had an awesome, wonderful home going. It was beautiful. The life that he lived, and you can really see it.
Yeah.
So I just want y'all keep her in your prayers. I don't see how she do it, but I guess with the grace of God, he gives her strength to keep pressing through, even in spite of, because he did live an awesome, wonderful life.
I thank you for that, sis.
Yes.
Yeah, we're gonna get into this. We love our sponsors: Amore Bell Beauty, Grace Child Jewels,
and the
Art Music Publishing.
Mm-hmm.
And listen, my sis here, she'll be performing June 8th.
I will.
Yeah, I think you will at the festival.
7th. When is the 7th? When is
the workshop? Is the workshop at Calvary is June 7th,
and I will be performing.
And she'll be performing that night, that evening.
Mm-hmm.
We'll be doing the workshop.
At the International.
Right. The workshop is $25 for Calvary members, $50 for none. It doesn't matter what church you go to. If you want to come, just come and get some good music techniques and get some good word, good foundation,
and vocal technique. And then I'll be at the International Gospel Festival in McDonough.
Right. So make sure you check out our Facebook pages, our website to find out about the retreat.
And the veterans. That veterans event is that month.
June 14th.
June 14th.
I know her day been
right.
June
and 14th. You will be in South Carolina this month.
Yeah, I'll be in South Carolina
on tour with Ego Entertainment.
Yeah, Don't Give Up tour. I'll be in South Carolina coming this weekend. And so I'm grateful.
I'm going just to hang out.
Yeah, she's going to hang out.
Yeah.
That's my
riding buddy.
That's my riding buddy right there. Listen, but we thank God for every opportunity. And let me do this, Father God. We thank you. We thank you for this show. We thank you for the guests. We thank you for the listeners.
Yes,
those that will view it, God. And if there's anybody in any need tonight, God, whatever it is, I ask that you grant it according to your will, God, and according to what you said that they need in their lives at this time. We honor you as always. In the name of Jesus, we pray. Amen. Look, we ready to get ready.
Absolutely. One more thing, y'all. We are still looking for donations and contributions to help us fund this retreat, y'all. We want to bring 2 young adults. They have to do their essay, but we want to bring 2 young adults on a scholarship, gift them to come to the retreat as well. So those that would like to donate, please, it's through our nonprofit. It is a write-off, Dappling Creatives. So you can go to BlueMile Music Consultants, click on Dappling Creatives, or click on the retreat, and it'll show you all of the links. Or ask me, and I can send you the link. Or ask Calandra, she can send you the link, so you can get those donations in for Dappling Creatives.
So we're doing.
Now we're ready.
I'm gonna let my girl Daphne introduce this guest.
Oh my goodness. I am so excited, you guys. Listen, I first saw this young man. I first saw him at the Spin Awards, and he had got a fan from me. I was a fan ever since. He is so awesome, y'all. And then we had him at our church. Oh, the kids loved him. Then we brought him back for Life 2.0, and the kids loved him. So, y'all, I want you guys to give it up for DJ D-Dubb. He is the bomb diggity. Take yourself off mute.
Hey, ladies, what's going on? What's up?
What's up in the house on the ones and the twos? I love the background.
I like how Miss Calandra, she did that. You know what I mean? I like how she did that. What's going on? How we doing? Happy Tuesday.
Happy Tuesday. Listen, we're so excited to have you tonight, and we just gonna get right on into the story. We had so many, they call them bills to pay.
I know, right? With our announcement.
I was going to ask. I was like, man, I got a lot of bills. So I was like, well, y'all have a lot of bills. And
I feel like that's some shade, though.
No, your calendar is full in the name of Jesus. I was like, man, I'm looking at all the dates that y'all have going on, but separately and collectively. I'm like, man, y'all outside.
Yeah,
I love the Lord.
But I love this. We love to interview all areas of the ministries and entertainment industry. And when we get into DJing, that is,
she's a DJ as well. She does DJing as well.
I be trying to do. I don't do it as good as you. I do it.
But look, his whole setup though.
I know. I do it when the church need to fill in.
Right. I can make a good playlist.
Right.
So you're like the mother of the church when there's the drummer's gone and then you just get on the drum.
And I sure do.
No,
I
for real.
get on the drum.
That is her for real.
Because God has gifted me to play drums and all these other.
That is her for real.
So if the main person ain't there, I fill in for
absolutely.
But that ain't
my mother. Shout out to my mother. My mom was the same way. My mom. If the drummer wasn't there or something like that, my mom, she'll fill in. She'll try to play the organ. She knows she can't do it. She'll try to figure it out, and then she'll ask the Holy Spirit to do something, and then she'll try.
Absolutely.
But the drums, she knew how to boop, bap, boop, bap, boop, bap. Like she knew how to do it.
Okay. It's whatever is needed.
That's what it is. We should, it's about our availability.
Absolutely.
It ain't always about the ability, but it's our availability that
availability. That's absolutely right.
Yeah. So let's start this out. Tell us a little bit about yourself, how you got started in doing these ones and twos, the music.
The music, yeah. So first of all, a happy Mother's Day, if to
you
stuff like that. I know it just passed, but
thank you.
Mother's Day. So I started speaking of drums in church. Before I started DJing, I was on the drums. I was a drummer in my church out in New York City.
Okay.
And I was a drummer from a kid up until I moved out in North Carolina. So when I moved to North Carolina, I took a couple years off, and I will go back home to my family. My family's back in New York City, so we'll have parties and stuff like that, cookouts, July 4th events, stuff like that, right? So by us doing that, my uncles, they would DJ. So I had three uncles that would DJ. So they would they had two different styles. All three of them had different styles, right? But the fact that they were DJing and we were playing music in the background and we was in the backyard and playing music and stuff like that, and if you're in the backyard and you got the grill going and you got neighborhood, everybody in the neighborhood can hear your music, right? So that's what we loved about that. And I was just looking, I'm like, man, I just love the fact that music and them being skillful can gather people to come together and play. So I was when I was in North Carolina, I came back to North Carolina one day and I was like, man, what can I do and how can I do this but do it on a business level, right? How can I make this a business? Like it seems fun, it's great, it's amazing, but I was like, how can I do this on a business level? Like, and I bought my first controller. Shout out to my wife. My wife, she bought my first controller for me. Back in 2016, she bought my first controller, and then after that, I was like, you know what? Let me start getting into it. I got so cocky, ladies, that when I got my first controller, I was telling everybody I was the best DJ in the area.
Well, you were. You speaking those things that be not as though they are.
You know what? And I was, but guess what? I didn't get my first gig until a year and a half later.
Oh, wow.
From buying my controller. Like I was getting little family events and stuff here and there, but as far as like a wedding that I was telling everybody I knew how to do, I wasn't getting that. You know what I mean? So I was only getting my first wedding was a 250 plus wedding, and that was July 1st of 2017.
Oh, wow.
You know what I mean? So I waited all of those years, and I'm like, God, what's going on? Like I thought that this was something that was going to be for me. You know what I mean? And then after that, it just started happening. Things started working, and so I just been doing this. Next year make 10 years. So I'm excited.
Wow, that's a long time.
10 years make
that's a long time.
I'm excited, but I've been in this Christian space full time since 2020.
Yeah.
Before then, I was doing old school parties, so when y'all said the grown-ups for y'all, y'all retreat and stuff like that, I'm like, that sounds like my type of party, and then and then so I was like, before I did Christian music full time, I specialized in old school. So I specialize in old school. I love old school. If you give me an old school set, or I'm doing a 60s birthday, I'm doing a 40s and 50s and up, like you get me there, I'm rocking it, So
I love that.
I specialized in before I got into this space full time.
I love that. So listen, let me ask this. I love that. When you said you've been in a Christian space It's been 5 years.
5 years.
I love that, but you've been DJing 10 years.
But I've been a Christian and I've been with God all my life.
That's what I was getting ready to say.
Yeah.
That's why, even though, like you say, you did old school and all of that, the thing about it, God's hand was still on you.
Absolutely.
Because to see you on that Spin Award stage, that blew me away. And no, the mashup. That's what really got me. That mashup, I said, where did it come from? That thing was so good. And
it was good.
I said, you better mix this. So it was so awesome. It was so awesome. And I think that people, I think with this era, I'm going to my next question, but I think with this era of DJs, they're becoming like the DJs that are in Europe. DJs in Europe and overseas are very famous and they're popular, and everybody's trying to throw their music at them because they have these big events. And it's just, I mean, just to get your music played from a DJ in an event is huge over there. Here it's like, oh, you play my music, but everybody trying to get on the radio. But you guys it's a form of radio.
Yeah,
it's still a form of radio, you know.
Yeah, very important.
I just wanted to say that. So let me ask this question, because you are an author.
Yes.
You're a husband. You're a DJ. You're a speaker. I read something else. I know motivate curator. How in the world do you balance all of this and still you got all this stuff? You wear all these different hats, but you still got to take care of home. You got to take care of wife. You got to take care of yourself. How do you balance this whole career and life?
That's a good question. So before I kind of came, well, God helped me with this. Let me just be honest with you. He helped me with it because I was out of control.
Thank you for being honest and transparent.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, and I was out of control with it. So again, when I thought that, you know, I was doing one thing with this DJing thing and I was doing these events and stuff like that, I was more or less telling my wife and my kids, I was telling them like, hey, I got something happening. Like, just be patient, right? And unfortunately, I got 3 girls, 3 women that's in my life.
I saw them.
Right. So you see them, right? So they're expensive ladies. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I'm with them, and then like, you know, but at that time when things were elevating back in 2017, 2018, 2019,
wow.
I was going on tour with Eric Thomas, E.T. the hip hop preacher.
And oh wow.
When I was going on tour with him, I was a volunteer, right? So when I started listening to him and I started getting motivated and inspired, and I really didn't know where I was going in the DJing space, I really had to step back from DJing a little bit to see like where my purpose was, right?
Yes.
I kind of was in and out of different things, but I didn't know what that purpose was yet, right?
Yeah.
So when I finally said, you know what, let me figure it out, let me find out, let me see what I need to do. So I'm going on tour, I'm doing different things, and now I got my daughters. They were both under 10 at that time.
Oh, wow.
Said, Dad, you leaving again? You leaving another weekend again? You know, and I'm leaving every weekend. I'm gone. Like I'm going to St. Louis, going to San Diego, going to San Francisco. I'm out there getting motivated and getting inspired and trying to come back home to this. And my kids and my wife is like
suffering.
Not for nothing, but I don't care what's going on out there. Like, you got to take care here, right?
Yeah.
Because you're not home. So fast forward, what I ended up doing was I said, you know what? Let me put this together. You know what I mean? So what I started doing was the events that I handpicked a lot of my events. So the gigs that I do being involved in, my kids have to be there.
Absolutely.
Right?
Family friendly.
Have to be there. So if they're not there, we're going to have a problem. Only reason why they're not going to be there is because they don't want to. Other than that, you can't tell me my kids can't be there, or you can't tell me my wife can't be there. Those are my managers. My daughters, if my wife ain't there, my daughters, they my managers. All 3 of them, they managing me, right? So I had to come up with that. Like, I was like, God, because I asked God, I said, God, like, every time I come home, I'm all hype and I'm motivated. I'm getting ready to tell them how my weekend was. And the first thing I walk in the door, they happy to see me, but then they got to go to school in about 8 hours. So when I get home, it's about 7 o'clock, we're going to have dinner and they get ready for bed and then they go to school.
Yeah.
And then it's back to 9 to 5 program. So I was like, God, like we gotta, you gotta help me with this and see what's going on. So I just started inviting them to come with me. So that's what you see today. So every event now, and you saw them at this past event we did together. They was with me then. My wife was with me with the Christmas event that we did.
You sure was.
That balance, it was out of whack for a little bit, but then I kept seeing their faces every time I came home. And like, first of all, I kept reminding them and kept telling them, hey, like I promise I got something. God's working on something. Like don't Daddy got you. Your husband got you. Don't worry. And they believed in me, but they still need attention. You know what I'm saying?
But the quality time, that's a love language that the bank probably was empty. You know, that's that quality time. Because the bank is empty. I know you got us, Dad, and I know you got us, got me husband. But however, I need my bank filled with all of you, not sharing you with, you know, going on tour. And it's amazing that you said that, because me being a single parent, I would get a babysitter, or my ex would watch my kids, and I would just go. And I thought about it just like you did. I said, you know what? I'm gonna start taking them with me. Number one is to expose them to what I was doing. Yeah. So they can see. And my children, my girls,
expose. That's the word.
Yeah, my girls are hip babies. They like this. They like to be on the hip all the time. So for me, and I love that you said that, because it brought back memories. And those who are listening, you know, like D-Dubb said, handpick your events so your family do not suffer for you being gone all the time.
I'll give you a quick story.
It's okay to handpick.
Yeah, real quick. I did an event out in New Jersey back in March, and my aunt that I have been seeing in so many years, she came. She drove 2 hours to come see me.
Wow.
And it wasn't for me, to be like, hey, look, I'm doing this event, come see me. No, I handpick these events as well, because a lot of them are personal development, a lot of them are spiritual development, a lot of them have to do with development on yourself. So don't come see me. You can come see me, that's a bonus. But come in the room to where if you seeing me growing and you see me blowing up, come see why and come see how I'm.
But there's ministry there too.
What I'm being exposed to.
Yeah, there's ministry there too.
Yes.
That's awesome.
That's good stuff there. Now, in your traveling and going to these different events, and I'm just excited because I know a great question is going to come from this that we can take over into our raw and uncut version. What are some of the struggles or challenges that you've come against in your career in your DJ ministry that you just come across? Any type of struggles or challenges?
Yeah, you wanna wait for the wrong uncut part? You wanna wait?
we actually can.
I got one for here. I got one for here, and I got one for later. No, it's okay.
Okay. Right here though.
And we're gonna go back to that, and you can get real raw with it.
I love it. That you want to what?
Okay, all right. So let me get the PG version, and let me get the Christian version. Okay, so it's like you get into this space, right? And everybody, you know, everybody doing their thing, but a lot of people ain't who they really are.
That part.
A lot of people ain't, and I'm gonna just put it like that. A lot of people are not who they say they are, and they don't live what they live. They don't act like they should be acting. A lot of them, and I'm gonna just be real, a lot of them act like they broke, but God blessed you, but you acting like you broke, but it's a lot. That's a lot that goes in. It's a big struggle. When I go in I'm not a DJ just play music. I don't just play music.
Absolutely.
I perform music. It's an experience, right?
It is an experience.
When I come and I'm being asked to come somewhere, I'm me personally, I'm not gonna just come there and just play music. Mm-hmm. Right. I remember when Auntie Daphne came to me and she said, hey, are you going do your set? Because she wanted that beat, that she wanted that button.
I sure did.
That mix. She wanted that set. Because what I wanted to do was I was giving the young folks like an opportunity. I wanted to see them, we doing a dance battle. And she was like, are you gonna still do your set? And I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna do my set. But people like that, they love and they see the transparency and they see the authenticity of who I am.
Yes.
Right. But a lot of people ain't like that. A lot of people aren't authentic in this space. A lot of people aren't authentic in this industry. A lot of people just aren't authentic. Period. They say this online. They say they are online. They say that they like that when you talk to them, but when it's time to come outside, they're not ready to ride. So
all right,
leave it like that. Absolutely.
So we're gonna save that.
Yeah.
Somebody lying.
Listen, we're gonna save and go to the rated R version when we go to the raw and uncut, talking about these people that's not authentic.
Yes.
Somebody
and then also too on the raw and uncut, you guys, D-Dubb is going to share some experience. So you will have to go to In the Mix to even get that, and we're going to share some experiences too, but we don't want to share them on Facebook.
Right.
It gets raw and
they're gonna cancel us. We don't get in trouble. Somebody lying.
So let me ask this question: since you've been in this industry for 10 years, what is your why? What keeps you coming back and doing what you do? Because when I tell you, you do so much reading your bio, the book, music music gets me through.
Yes.
I was like, okay, I need to go see what it get me through.
Hey, so look, music got y'all a commercial with a real estate agent, and y'all.
Well, you know what? Well,
it did.
Well, and we wrote that.
We
wrote.
Yeah.
So, well, you're right. So tell us what is your why?
Yeah. Oh man. Honestly, my why is my family. You know what I'm saying? My why is my family. My why is seeing the smiles on my daughter's face, seeing the smile on my wife's face. Every time that they with me, and I can do a gig and I could look out in the audience and I could just see them right there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's a beautiful feeling, instead of just waiting until I get into the hotel room and FaceTiming them or FaceTime them while I'm at the event. Like that really happens. Like I can really say, I can look into the audience and they're right there. And
I love that.
That makes me do it even more. What really does it for me is, again, like, shout out to my aunt coming to see me, family members and friends, and those small percentage of people that when I play a certain song for them, or I play a certain song, they walk up to me and they be like, man, you don't know what I played that song all week.
Yeah.
I've been playing that song on repeat. I've been playing this song. Wait, what's the name of this song? And I need that song on my playlist.
Absolutely.
So I get all of this from small percentage of people out of hundreds of people, thousands of people I DJ for or DJ with. It'd be that small percentage of people, but like, man, you don't know that song that I'm about to play tonight, because if I didn't hear that song, it would have been a different outcome tonight.
Right.
You know what I mean? Right. Just having that. And I really had to understand when I came out with the book, Music Gets Me Through, it really got me through the 2020 through 2024.
And that was pandemic era.
And now it really got me through. It got me through a lot. Where I was sick.
Wow.
I was temporarily ill. I just say that, right?
Yeah.
And I think God broke me down physically for me to be where I'm at today. So I always try to say that. I always try to say, I wasn't sick, but let's just say God broke me down. He broke me down in 2020 to where I lost 60 pounds in like 4 months.
Wow.
I was going through a lot, and I was still DJing online, during COVID. I'm telling everybody, I'm gonna be the man that's gonna get us through COVID, not knowing that I'm having burning chest pains and I'm losing weight, having anxiety attacks. I'm in the hospital 4 days out the week. My daughters and my wife is seeing me looking like a zombie, but I'm still waking up every day, going online, doing live.
Pressing through.
You know what I mean? So I
Yeah.
think that's kind of what my why is. My why is for the people, and that's why I changed my delivery in DJing. I changed it from just playing music to speaking the lyrics, right? Speaking
Yes.
what the lyrics is saying and making it repetitive, because there's a lot of people that's here today that I know personally that's struggling and is fighting through life.
Yes.
And music can be one of them things that,
Oh, yeah.
that can get you through.
Yes.
Yeah. Music is universal. It's a universal language. Doesn't matter your background, where you come from, what you look like. Everybody can relate to some form of music, you know, and so I think it's a blessing that God has entrusted those of us who are musicians and artists and messengers of the gospel through music. We don't even understand how powerful what we have in our mouths and our hands, and how music will stop somebody from being unalive, or
we can't say that word, right?
But, you know, taking their life or something like that, you know, and how we can help somebody understand God is still a healer and he's a provider and he's all these different things.
Because I just remember my mom. I remember my mom like she was the lead singer at my church growing up. I'm like 7 years old, 8 years old, right? And she just singing. She got this song that gets me every time I play it, and it's on YouTube. Because he lives. And it's when she sings that, and this is like 2003, 2004. So hearing her sing that song, it gets me every time, because the lyrics, because he lives, I can face tomorrow. Right. And knowing that how we grew up, we didn't grow up with everything. We didn't grow up with a silver spoon. We didn't grow up with everything. It was 4 boys, including me, that she had to raise.
Wow.
You know what I mean? So, you know, my mom was there, my dad was there, but my mom was literally the one where she'll give you the crumbs and she'll try to find she'll do whatever she could. So every time she went to church, she would sing a song. The song "I Won't Complain." Like, you literally, I would never hear my mom complain. Like, and that's real. So everything that I heard growing up and the songs that I hear to this day in my head, my mom's voice is still plays into my head since I've been a kid. Like,
absolutely,
she has some good days, she has some hills to climb.
Come on.
And I used to put my mom's name in front of the lyrics when she was singing.
Wow, God.
Because she really was going through that. Like, she really was. She was really talking she was really singing the lyrics that she was going through.
Wow.
You know what I mean? So that's why I always talk about in the book, and I just talk about to people in general, like, you got to be able to talk the talk, and when you talking that talk with the music you listen
I love the Lord.
Because if you don't have the music, if you're not playing or you're not listening to the right song, and you reciting the lyrics to the song that's gonna make you feel the way you feeling, then you wondering why you feeling the way you feeling, because you're reciting the lyrics to the song that you're not supposed to.
Absolutely.
So my mom,
and words have power.
Yeah, my mom was a perfect example, and just singers and worship leaders in general she literally wasn't like, all right, Sunday, this is a song for Sunday morning, and we're just gonna rehearse it. No, she was like, this is a song that I'm going through today, and we all gonna sing this, and we all
this is so amazing.
Yeah, absolutely.
This is so amazing that you said that, because you know, I'm an American Idol fan sometimes.
Okay.
And you know, Jamal Roberts is on there now, and he said that this remind me what you're talking about your mom. First of all, he's a girl dad, and this remind me of what he was saying, that he put himself in the songs. He said it doesn't matter if the song is popular, the song ministers. It doesn't even have to be a gospel song. He put himself in the songs and relate to the song, because it's something that he can pull from. It's something that he relates to. That's just amazing, because even as singers, sometimes we have people that just get up and just sing the song.
Right.
But do you know, back in the day, the mamas used to say that, do you know what you're singing about?
Right.
Absolutely.
Do you know what you're singing about? And a lot of times I think sometimes that we forget. We just want to just sing. We just want to just do this. But I love how when you curate the songs for your set, it's telling a story. It's ministering. You are ministering through that. And it's like, Dad, this is like, so good to me. You
Yeah.
know,
You know, a lot of people said like people were telling me that it was storytelling. Because
yes,
I'm realizing it now from my book and just in general of talking. Like I realize I am a storyteller, but I didn't
absolutely.
know that I was doing that through music. You know
Yeah,
what I mean? I didn't know I was doing that. So again, when I'm having certain events and doing certain events, of course, people will come up to me, hey, can you play this song? Can you play that song? They want different song requests. And again, picking and choosing your
yeah,
events. A lot of events that I pick and choose, I require no song request. Unless it's
absolutely.
coming from the person that booked me,
Right.
or
Yeah,
if it has to do with what's going on with that
the
event.
set.
Other than that,
Mhm.
I like what the set that I have is the set that I have because it's
Yeah,
gonna be transformative. It's
yeah,
gonna be it's gonna be transformative and it's gonna be relatable. And I don't want to
yes,
break that.
absolutely,
Right.
absolutely. So we're gonna y'all done got comfortable now. I gotta touch my hair. I done got comfortable. So we're gonna move on because we got to go to the unlive and what is it? Unlive, Jesus. What is it called? Uncut and what?
And raw.
And raw, uncut and raw. Cause you say unalive like Jesus.
Oh yeah.
We're gonna go to the uncut and raw, but tell our viewers how they can get in contact with you. Also, too, what you got next coming on? What you got next going on? Because if you're gonna be in their area, because people watch us from all over, like you said, the replay and the playback. So tell people what you got going on and how they can reach you, and then we're gonna head on over to In the Mix so we can continue this challenges and the struggle.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. First of all, thanks for having me. Shout out to you ladies with the BlueMile. Thank you for having me. I am on all social media platforms, Instagram, the Groovement _. I am
I love that.
on TikTok as well, the Groovement _. And honestly, I'm wherever God leads me. So it's a blessing that every month I'm in Atlanta for an event with Eric Thomas.
You are.
Forward. It's an event called Forward, and it's a church service that he has with his church. Shout out to APOC Ministry. It's a Forward event that he does every month. So I'm out there in Atlanta. If I'm not in Atlanta, then I'm literally in somebody's city, just taking care, doing conferences. I specialize in conferences. I specialize in church events. I specialize in just curating. I'm in this virtual space now. That's why you kind of see my space is looking a little nice.
Yes. I love it.
I'm trying to revamp my virtual community, just in case, you know what I mean? But I'm noticing a lot of people are going virtual. So I'm building this virtual community. So be looking forward to just coming in and have a Twitch account, the Groovement _
I love that.
Twitch. So I can touch and reach the young people and get into their field and stuff like that. So you could just find me anywhere and everywhere, but just follow me most importantly on the Groovement _ and we'll go from there.
All right.
Yeah, all of it is the Groovement, y'all, because I already followed him. I was looking for D-Dubb and I bumped into the Groovement. So it's the Groovement.
Listen, we are excited about this interview. We want to thank you so much, D-Dubb, for joining us live
hang tight
on our platform. We want you to hang tight, guys. Make sure you go back and watch this, see all the commercials, all the replays. Follow us on all social media as well as D-Dubb, the Groovement. Follow him, book him to
please. No, for real, y'all.
Yeah, for real.
Book him for real.
Do that. Sow into his ministry. Book him and his family. Because they come as a package. They come as a package. So we letting you know up front, okay? So, but we're going to get ready to get out of here with our live stream part. If you want to continue to watch Conversation with BlueMile, you got to subscribe to In the Mix Entertainment.
Absolutely.
And you can do that and get a 7-day free subscription. And
so you can watch all of our episodes on and I think music videos.
If you have music videos as an artist and lyric videos, let us know. We can get it where you'll get played on the network, In the Mix Entertainment. And listen, you're gonna when you tune in tonight on In the Mix at 9:00, you'll be watching our show from last week. Cut.
And then we got
another with Ahmad Hall and friends where we talked about pimping your gift.
Pimping your gift.
Is the church guilty?
Another one too. It's several on there.
Yes.
So just rewind and just watch all of them, y'all. But that's the main one.
Wow. All right. I gotta watch that one.
Yeah. Is your church guilty of pimping them gifts?
Yes.
So you got to check it out
Is your church guilty?
and see what we were talking about.
Pimping.
Might
Y'all,
not.
we about to get out of here live.
Right, so
Listen, this is your girl Calandra.
and this is your girl Daphne.
And
We are
changing the game
for the kingdom. Bye,
We out
y'all.
here. Yes, yes.
If you guys are interested in doing any production, creating a podcast, doing a photo shoot, I invite you to come to 111 Studios located in Forest Park. Please check out my website, www.one11studios.com, or you can follow me on Instagram and Facebook at one11studios. And we're here for all of your content and production needs.